If you have the flu and a dry, hacking cough, I'm going to go over the best evidence-based options that I recommend as a pharmacist. First is going to be dextromethorphan, which you'll commonly see in products like Delsum. Dextromethorphan acts on the cough center in the medulla and has mild NMDA receptor antagonism, which reduces the brain's responsiveness to cough signals coming from irritated airway nerves. Think of it like turning down the gain on a microphone that's picking up too much background noise. While the stimulus may still be there, the reflex fires less often. There are also formulations for children, so be sure to talk to your pharmacist. Next, one of my favorites that I actually use myself is honey. Studies show that it actually reduces cough frequency and improves sleep, most likely mechanical coating of the pharyngeal mucosa and modulating sensory nerve signaling. For an analogy, think of honey as acting like a protective gel layer over irritated nerve endings, which will decrease the constant trigger that tells your brain to cough. And I don't know about you, but I rarely use honey, so sometimes I'll get it and it's just rock solid. So instead of, trying to warm it up, what you can do is you can also buy Zarbee's, which is just over the counter, and it tastes a lot better than honey. And yes, even though it's marketed for kids, adults can have it too. As a reminder, with any honey products, it is not to be used in infants under 1, which this is due to botulism risk. Next is going to be hydration and also warm fluids, because with dehydration, it leads to thicker mucosal secretions and reduced epithelial moisture, which exposes our airway receptors and makes them easier to stimulate. The warm fluids like soup or tea help restore surface hydration and mucosal viscosity, making the airway less reactive. Think of it like turning a dry, brittle sponge back into a flexible one, so it doesn't crack every time it moves. Next is going to be a humidifier. Dry air actually increases evaporative loss from airway lining, which further irritates cough receptors. Adding humidity actually helps maintain mucosal moisture and ciliary function, which decreases that mechanical irritation that causes you to cough. Think of it as replacing sandpaper with cushion air, so the lining isn't constantly scraped. But please be sure to clean this to prevent mold. And then finally, menthol lozenges. So menthol actually works by activating TRPM8 sensory receptors, which creates a cooling signal that alters how the brain perceives the airway irritation. It's almost like installing a temporary noise filter on the cough signal. So while the trigger may still exist, it seems less urgent.